Hello everyone, we are back with YouTube, or what's up YouTube, whatever C-Bum says.
What is up YouTube?
But yeah, we are back with a leg session. 9 weeks, 9 and a bit weeks post-show, so I'm now a big fat monster, as you can see. But no, definitely not as lean as I was before. But yeah, training is going well. I've been a little bit ill recently, but this is the main first session back after about a week and a half. We're going to start it off with a banger with legs, some absolute hardcore legs, taking the band off of the hack squat as well, so we'll get into the reasoning for that. But yeah, first one of the off season is going to be a productive off season. It's a very long off season. I won't be back on stage until 2026. We'll get into kind of goals and everything towards the end of the video. I'll do some pose and post workout and we'll chat through the kind of off-season goals, the weight gain that we're looking for, and just overall kind of strength goals, weight goals, and then the goals going for that 2026 season, what I want to achieve then. So yeah, it's going to be a good one, and enjoy. We'll see you in there. You ready? I'm going to need to like get ready to get this into my bag. Going to need to... I missed as well. Hit the griddy. Why are you walking before the session? So I like to do like 5 minutes or so on the treadmill. We're at 4 minutes 40. So I need to get this done within 14 seconds now. But no, I like to do 5 minutes or so before the session, just to get my heart rate up a little teeny bit, get myself ready for the session. It's just kind of when I zone out from everything else. I've been working on the way here, etc. This is when I can switch off from that, get myself ready for the session, get my head in the game, but again, also get me a little bit more warmed up. So it's just something that I like to do. It's kind of routine, and it's one of those things I just feel better for doing it. It's a kind of staple. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing this, but that's my 5 minutes done. We will now crack on with abs, calves, then we've got adductors, hamstring curl, hack squat, leg press, and leg extension. So that's the full session, but just starting off with abs and calves. Main reason being, if they were to put towards the end, I'd be more kind of inclined to not do them. I wouldn't really do that anymore because I don't miss anymore, but realistically you're just like, I need to do abs and calves. But if you get them done at the start, you can put more effort into them, you can get higher quality sets because you're both mentally and physically fresher. So it means if your calves are shit, which most people's are, then you can actually help bring them up a little bit more. So yeah, that's the goal and that's the kind of reason behind it, but let's get cracking on. Horrifically heavy, but I'm just going to send it. Oh. How do I do this as an ab crunch? It's not something that's like entirely common, especially amongst people wanting to get into, say, bodybuilding or physique development these days. So main cues is to, instead of simply just lower your body to the ground, you want to actually curve your spine. So the function of the abs is to extend and flex the spine. So if you're simply just lowering your body and keeping your torso and your trunk straight, you're not doing a great deal for your abs. So instead, think about extending, so arching your back, and as you come down, curve and really curve that spine. Now this is when the good cue comes in. You won't forget the cue because it's outrageous. The cue is to suck your penis. So you come down and you get your mouth as close to your crotch as possible. So not out in front of you, you get it down into that pelvic area, down there, really crunch down and contract your abs. So your hips shouldn't be lifting up and then coming down. Your hips stay exactly where they are and you crunch down. So there's your cable ab crunch. Oh. What happens when you take a bag away from a man? Can't open doors. It's just way too optimal. All the way, full contraction. 20 is going to be my top set. Right, oh. Have I got shoes on? My shoes are too bubbly. second movement, calves. I put this mat down here because the shoes that I've got on there are like really unstable, like the bubbles. So I take my shoes off, but then it's like the bottom of my feet on the metal part does not feel comfortable in the slightest. So I once again pull out the mats. I think I'm the person in this gym that uses these things the most. This, and then the leg press as well. And I usually do it on most of my calf raises because I like to go barefoot. Lewis was last on this, and my quads are absolutely teeny, so I'm going to need to move this down. Tempo-wise, on calf raises is something that's massive. You'll see here when I do it, very slow on the way down, 2 second hold at the bottom, 2 second hold at the top, because your calves react well to having a better tempo. A lot of people say, oh, my calves don't go, and they're blasting through it, getting absolutely kind of, there's no accuracy, no intent or nothing. So actually control the load, spend time in the extreme ranges in terms of the range of motion, do it consistently, do it hard, again, progress them like you would with any other movement. Don't just sack them off and just do a couple of easy sets, like actually progress them and your calves will grow. I say that to be fair, my calves are still teeny, but they're better than they were before. So yeah, let's have it. All the way up, but there's not enough of them. Someone stole one. So that's 4. I need 2 more. I'm going to go on an adventure. I'll be back soon.
Walking away from it.
Yeah.
Sad bastard.
Yeah, she's probably never touched the machine again because she thinks it's too heavy. She can't do it. Too many of them. Like if I try to get into that shortened position, yeah, I can't get it shortened because it hits the top of the machine. So what happens? You get a big strong pussy like me. Now, onto adductors. I see a lot of people not get the range of motion that they want on this because they can't like get it out there to begin with. So instead of starting the kind of pads in the middle, so let's say we start in here, instead of trying to like get it out like this, it's quite hard to do and pretty annoying. Instead, what I'll do is just stand over it, from here, and then simply just slide in. So much easier. Like it's not sore to try and get into that position, like this feels natural now. And then to actually begin the set, push the pads in so that you don't go from like 0 to 100 because your adductors are pretty sensitive. Adductors, I feel, are massively overlooked in leg training, especially through guys as well, so don't be afraid of the sus machine because it will get you bigger legs. If you have a big quad sweep but you've got absolutely no adductor, you've got a big bus-like gap between your legs aren't going to look big. So start training your adductors. Again, same intensity that you would with everything else, and you get bigger legs. Next, 14 I think. 3 second pauses each side. Another one that I need to kind of take like slightly on the easier side. Like I could have went for another rep there, but my left adductor still isn't 1,000,000% kind of ready to fire. So yeah, still being a little bit conservative and not being kind of as aggressive out that changing direction as well. So yeah, it'll be exciting to get numbers back up to what they used to be on this. Actually, no, it won't, because I used to do like 8-9 second pauses on each side, and every set was just horrific. So hopefully my adductors stay weak. What's on? Oh, mate then. Because the only time I really have to watch stuff is like pre-workout, post-workout, and I just sit at my table and just like, it's Big Bang Theory or Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Young Sheldon. It's like pure easy to watch stuff. I don't want anything where I actually need to like think about what's going on. Just like pure easy TV. Like, I think it's literally just Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory on repeat. I can't watch anything that's got anything longer than 20-minute episodes either. Too long to commit. Such an online coach, bro. You never told me this morning that there was.
I tell you.
When?
I took you when I come in when I was doing abs.
Oh yeah, but if they were proper, so you would have messaged me this morning being like, oh, my legs are fucked. So you said? Ah, yeah. That's it. Communication. Yeah. Mate, I have to do that, or I used to have to do that every single morning. That was the worst part about prep. Every single morning, getting up when it was like freezing outside, had no body fat on me, getting into my wee trunks, posing, freezing, horrible, no energy to do it. But I only need to do it one time per week now, so that's much less of a stress and a hassle. Right, we'll chat about the prep once I finish the session, once we're up posing. And I'll give you the update on what the situation is right now and where we'll be going for the next 2.5 years. Right, I think Evan got a couple clips of Lewis's set there. Keep it moving, mate. Keep the head in the game. Yes. Let's go then. Lewis, when we started training together, fun fact, Lewis was like 120 kg. He's 89ish just now, and he's carrying a lot of muscle now, so that's pretty cool. But when Lewis started training, he had like no perception of failure, and it was so far away from it because again, the pain would just get to his head. And even like recently, like up until probably a couple months ago, probably the same thing. But with me being there with him, telling him, right, you've got one chance, it's your choice, take it all the way there, keep your composure, keep your head screwed on. He doesn't listen to music, which I find strange, but it allows me to like speak to him between the set and tell him, right, keep it screwed on, make sure that you're taking it there. So he's constantly getting that, and he can take it to failure now, and there's no wonder that he's grew so much, that he's putting on so much muscle, because he's actually training hard, and he's taking his sets all the way there. When I spotted him last week, it was like that. If you weren't there, I wouldn't have got those last 2 reps, I wouldn't have waiting for them, because it's very easy to like get clouded by that pain and not realise that your reps did actually move quite easy, which is very painful. So yeah, take reps that you don't think are there, make sure you keep your head screwed on, and go for it. Come on then. And again. Away from that first rep on my own. I'll take that. We'll see for next week what I go for. Sets how warm-ups, etc. feel. But yeah, it's quite heavy. 3 moved well, 3 and a 5. Pretty tough. It's just I'm not really used to the resistance profile itself. It's heavy very quickly. Especially my feet very, very low. Like, the lower your feet are, the more depth you get, the quicker your quads are going to die out. Notice that a lot with leg press. Like, put a leg press clip in my story the other day. So many people that follow me on Instagram might remember it by the time this is out. But the depth is horrific, and I could just go on for days. Like, I could just continue the set the whole time. But now my feet are much lower, get a lot more depth, they die out quicker. But you're going to get significantly more out of it, like so much more. My quads, again, mainly comes down to effort and intensity, but getting your feet lower on your quad bias movements and actually ramming yourself depth-wise, folding yourself like a deck chair, it's going to be what's best for growing your quads. So yeah, take that into account. Get yourself some big legs. They're on a Friday. This is Monday. That's sound. My favourite hobby, putting Lewis through excruciating pain. Arr. Arr. Sorry, big man. This leg press doesn't go low enough for what I can do. My depth, I could get lower, but the machine simply like hits the bottom, it bottoms out. So to fix that problem, I need to push myself further up. Realistically, if you think about, say this was like all the way up here, if I were to do a rep, I would pretty much be able to get my knees behind me if my body could actually allow for it, because I'm further up the machine, therefore it means I can get further down relative to where my body actually is. Mate, I was like, there's fucking no chance. And I heard Mike Tyson screaming at him a bitch. Yeah, I need to get off this and let Lewis continue. Real explanation. Why is this guy again so awkward? Using straps and position bands to keep himself stable, and that's the reason for it. Keeping himself stable. So the more stable you are, the more close you're going to do it. Just overall, the better. So using straps to bring your head down and using this band to keep my hips in place means that I can solely focus on contracting my quads from the way up. I don't need to think about my grip strength, hold me down, and then my hips shoot about. It just gets more from it. So that's the reason why, if you don't like it, I don't care.
Just too zesty.
Leg session wrapped up. Very good one, to be honest. That was on the hack squat, 3.25 plates per side, so 3 plates and a 5, and that was for 4 plus 2. So definitely below the rep range, but I wanted to test the waters and see how far I could go. I'd rather that happen than hold back and not really find out how far I can take it without being told to fuck off by the weight. So yeah, we'll see what I take for next week regarding that. Leg press, some really good progressions there. So that was 4 plates. So I say 4 plates, but they're 25s, but that's just the plates that I always put on that machine. So I count that as like a 4 plates and a 5. I'm just counting that as 4.25 plates per side. I got that for 8+1. Really good set. I had Mike Tyson shouting at me. My headphones came up. I could still hear him whispering in my ear, "Come on, you bitch!" Again, screaming at me. So yeah, that was good. Now to chat about pretty much where I am right now and what the plans are for the off season and my competitive goals for 2026, because that's the next time I'll be on stage. So prep finished 9 weeks ago. It was a 32-week long prep, so quite a long prep, just because we didn't realise how many shows I'd end up doing, like, because I got so far with it. We didn't plan on doing anything outside of just like UK shows and then UK finals. Then obviously went over to Romania, to Bucharest, to do the Universe, and then the Natural Olympia out in Vegas. So those shows were a little bit later. So towards the end of prep, like, my body was pretty ruined. We were putting in 500 grams of carbs on training days, and I wasn't getting any fresher. Like, my body was just telling me again to fuck off, because it was pretty much running to the ground. It spent too long dieting. So yeah, like, we done the best that we could in terms of like pushing for fat loss and then kind of pulling back to keep myself nice and fresh. But it gets to a point where your body literally just can't do much. So yeah, we're now into the off season where we look to slow down the rate of gain and just spend as much time as we can in a gaining phase. But because I'm still quite light right now, and because I'm still pretty lean as well, then we're actually looking to still gain a decent amount of weight. 2% per week. Per week? That wouldn't be good. 2% of my body weight per month. I'll be fat if I done that. 2% of my body weight per month, and that's working out at about 1.5 kg per month. So that's the goal for right now. So that means by the end of 2024, I'll probably be sitting somewhere within the low 80s to 85 kg. We're looking at 2026 to compete. So a very long off season. Although condition, shape and everything can take you very far, like it kind of did with me this season, if I want to compete at the pro level and get a pro card, against like full grown men, I need to be bigger. When I was at the Natural Olympia and I competed in the short men's class, I simply looked small and I looked quite young just because I didn't have the muscle maturity and the muscle mass that everyone else did have. So it means that I need to spend time in the gaining phase. By 2026 I will still be a junior, so that means I can go in and I can compete in that class, but then again I also want to compete against the full grown men. I want to go into the open classes as well and hopefully win my pro card. So the goal right now, again, just to grow as much as possible, do the day in day out actions that actually build up towards me becoming a better bodybuilder, grow my coaching business massively as well. So obviously that is like taken off 2023 and I look to continue to do that in 2024. So anyone that wants coached, you can go to my Instagram, which might be linked down below if I sort the description, and you can click the link in the bio and that will take you to the inquiry form. So yeah, I think that's everything. You guys can let me know if you want any type of videos. I think I'm going to buy my own camera as well, so Evan and I can do all the sessions and recording, we can film some reels, etc. But then also I can bring you guys some content in terms of like full day of eating or day in the life, because I'm not expecting Evan to come to my house at 6 in the morning when I wake up and following out the whole day. So I'll do that and then Evan can edit it and make it look all nice for you guys. But yeah, that's all. Happy New Year as well, because I've not spoke to anyone on YouTube for a good while. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. But that's all, guys. Like and subscribe, remember that. Code Josh10 at Pit Stop Nutrition too. I think I mentioned that already in one of the videos before I've announced that. So code Josh10 at Pit Stop Nutrition. Thank you to Pro Life for letting us film in here as well, film the leg session. Brilliant gym. So if anyone's in the Glasgow-ish area, head down here and they've got a cybex mark on a hat spot, as you've seen, and that's very rare. So yeah, that's all. Have a good one and I'll speak to you soon. See you in a bit.